Ever since I can remember, I wanted to help others. It's like I had this internal desire to go out and help people solve their problems. So I acted on that desire. I tried to help people to solve their problems. And he came through in the form of me seeking leadership positions throughout my career. I can remember the first time that I was promoted to a position where I had some influence and I could change at least the little world that belonged to me, or the small piece of the world that belonged to me. You know, it's like if it was yesterday. I was in the military, and I had just been promoted to squad leader. And a squad leader meant the responsibility of leading a team of men, to do military associated tasks. Well, I remember that I was walking from the company to the battalion headquarters, and I was on the sidewalk, and I was so proud that I had achieved that particular promotion. I'm gonna tell you how proud I was. I was walking down the sidewalk, and I kept looking down at the lapel area because that's where they put the rank. So I had been promoted to the rank of staff sergeant. Wow. I was beside myself. I had worked so hard throughout my limited career at the time. I had been through so much by then that frankly, even some people that were my peers and my friends couldn't even believe that I had been given the honor of being promoted. But I wasn't ready for what was about to happen after that. Yes, I was happy. Wow, I was thrilled. But then, as I sat in the quietness of my own mind, I said, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. I just didn't feel like I was ready. I was afraid because I had never taken the time to think beyond my accomplishments, beyond that goal that I had set for myself, to become promoted. But then I remember, well, it's really something that I wanted to do that was aligned with my value system, of that of helping others. But I had worked so hard to get noticed, to get there, to get the position, that I really didn't do much in terms of preparing for what was to come. And so we find that, at least I have found that, to be a common denominators on many of the people that get promoted or that are currently in positions of responsibility. Many of those people, me included, many of us are filled with good intentions. I was well intended. I wanted to help others solve problems. And part of the problems that I wanted to solve were organizational because I looked at those people around me and those people that were in charge of me, and I questioned them often. And I wonder, why will they not do this different? It seems so obvious to me. So I struggled because I could only go at the pace that they would go. But like many others, I had those good intentions. Well, when I got promoted back in those days, a lot of times we were promoted on potential, not necessarily on experience or education, but because we had demonstrated certain potentials in terms of leadership traits and characteristics that were in alignment, what the organization was trying to achieve. In other words, I had been a super worker and I got noticed. And that work ethic, that value system that I had served me well on to the point that I was promoted and now I had that responsibility. So in today's conversation, business, nonprofit, government or otherwise, leadership is really a buzzword, and we're getting all kinds of gurus and all kinds of really good people out there with, writing books and giving us information and and breaking down this leadership conversation into different categories that allow us to continue to learn and grow. So if you find yourself, with that same burning desire of wanting to add value to either your organization, to your family, or to other people, whether you're in a position, you're a newly minted manager somewhere, and that all of a sudden is beginning to realize that there's a lot more to all the things that are necessary to get accomplished in a day than you thought, and you are becoming overwhelmed, and you find yourself kind of thinking about it all day long. And you have no peace, because even at night, during the dinner time, your thoughts are plagued with what you didn't get done. What was it that you forgot in that position? Then maybe it's time for you to kind of think outside of yourself and reach out and get perhaps some advice, some coaching, or seek an additional venue to find the right knowledge that you need to make you a better leader. You really cannot go it alone. So this morning, as I was going towards my destination, I was reminded by a saying that I heard John Maxwell repeat, and it really resonated with me because it was so relevant to what I was thinking and what I was going through in my own personal journey. And he talked about this African proverb, and it goes like this: if you want to go fast, go at it alone. But if you want to go far, then let's go together. So you can get a lot done as an individual, but you can really change your slice of the world if you go at it together with the right people around you, with the same set of values that help you to go from a super worker to a supervisor. So if you find yourself in that position, let's have a conversation.